the fastest growing function. So the difference between 2 and 2.1 will be much bigger than the difference between 2 and 2.1 in x squared. That's all we were asked to determine here. Any questions? Okay, let's finalize this section 3.6 with those marginals. So that's the final topic in here, marginals. These are basically word problems that deal with marginal product, marginal cost, marginal profit, marginal revenue, marginal productivity, which can be denoted by whatever. So all these are called marginals. So the cost, the derivative of the cost is called the marginal cost. The derivative of the profit, marginal profit, and so on and so forth. All we have to do here is just practice. So let's start with the marginal cost and then marginal productivity. Or something else that you would like to look at. I'm fine with what you choose if you want. So 27 on 342. So let's read the problem. Suppose the daily cost in hundreds of dollars. I take notes so I don't forget the measurement units and anything else of producing X security systems. Okay, so X units. Okay, C of X equals 0.002 X cubed. If you see something, say something, please, anytime. Okay, plus 300. And currently 40 units are produced daily. Okay, what is the current daily cost? So what are we asked in part A?
Just to plug in 40 units.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good. Awesome. So, you know me, I like to plug in the function. I like to see it. Okay. So 0.02. Who knows? Maybe I need it. I think there is another zero. I think there are 2 zeros in there. Yes, there are 2 zeros. Who knows? I may need it for other reasons later. Maybe not, but I prefer having the function, looking at it, plus 0.1 x squared, and then plus 42x, and plus 300. And of course, they want us to find the cost for producing 40 per day. So the cost is, don't forget the measurement unit, 2268, but remember, that's why I wrote it here, hundreds of dollars. So in other words, it should be 226800. This is what it should be. Let's move on to part B. Any questions? What is the marginal cost when X is 40? What do I need to determine first in order to find the marginal cost when X is 40?
We need to differentiate the
Very good. Perfect. So we have to find the marginal cost first. We need to find C prime of X. How can I plug in 40 if I don't have the function? Okay, so let's find C prime of X first. So I bring 3 down and I multiply by this. 0.006 X, subtract 1 from the power, plus. I bring 2 down, multiply by 0.1 X. And luckily, this is just 42, and this is gone. Now in this function, I plug in 40. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to y equals, do not delete anything, and just punch in 0.006x squared, and then plus 0.2x and plus 42. And 40 is already in there because we used it. I just have to be careful and read from the rate of change. So it's 59.6. 59.6. Can anyone please help with a measurement unit?
Is it hundreds of dollars per unit?
Brilliant. The measurement unit for the y variable over the measurement unit for the x variable. So hundreds of dollars per unit. Okay, excellent. Part B. Now part C. Use marginal cost to estimate the difference in cost between producing. I'm sorry, I was reading from 28. Use the result from part B to estimate the daily cost of increasing production to 42 security systems daily. So use the marginal cost to estimate. One more time. Here it is. Use the result from part B to estimate the daily cost of increasing production to 42 security systems daily. Okay. So we really want the cost of x plus dx to be approximately by the cost of x plus c prime of x dx. Approximate the cost for 42 units. How do we do that? We have the function. What is x and what is the minor error or change? So dx is either error or change. So what is x and what is dx?
X.
Would x be 40 and dx 2?
Exactly. Why 40? Because everything is referring to 40, right? So then the change is 2 units. So remember the delta y, approximately dy. They want us to determine dy, not the exact change in y, not c of x plus dx minus c of x. No, they only want this. Well, no problem. C prime of 40 I have is 59.6. dx, you already gave it to me. It's 2. So this is the approximate difference in the cost when we don't manufacture 40, but 42. So when I multiply here, I have 9 and 1 and 11. This is in dollars. Any questions? Now in part D, they want the exact, the actual difference. What will that equal to? That would be C of 42 minus C of 40. That would be the exact. This one. C of 42 minus C of 40. This. The approximate is this. The exact, the actual difference will be this. Well, I have C of 40. 2268. That's why I wanted to have the function in there. Who knows what they come up with? Okay, and now I want 42. Only the cost. Here it is, 2388.576. 2388.576. Fine. So then I want 2388.576 minus 2268. This is the exact. 120.576. This is the exact. And this is the approximate. The approximate was obtained with a derivative, c prime of x dx, and the actual the actual was determined with algebra. So if we're happy with a quick answer and close, we're going to look at this. But if we want the whole thing, we want the exact, then we have to find CO42 minus CO40 to get the exact. Any questions? Any questions for me? Should we look at another example?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's look at, we want to look at marginal productivity. Marginal productivity, 45 on 343. We have an employee's monthly productivity, M of t. We have -2t squared plus 100t plus 180. Find the productivity of an employee after 5, 10, 25, and 45 years of employment. So now let's see the measurement units here before we continue. Number of units produced. Is found to be a function of number of years. So t in years. Okay, so they want us to find the productivity and always think in terms of a table to organize it. So they want t, 5, 10, 25, and 45. It's always easier to see things in perspective in terms of the table, right? So you'll see if it's increasing, decreasing. It's not, I'm not forcing you to use that, but I think it's a good idea. So I'm going to share my screen and go to y equals, clear these functions, and put in the function -2 t squared and plus 100t and plus 180. Okay, so all I have to do now is what? What am I trying to do?
Just plug in those numbers.
Just plug in those numbers, exactly. So let's do just that. So I'm just going to plug in 5 and 10 and then 25 and then 45. Okay, so I go to the right just to make sure I copy everything. There is nothing missing there, so I have 630, I have 980, 1430, and then 630. Okay, fine. And now let's see what they want next. In part B, they want Find the marginal productivity. Okay, fine. How do we find the marginal productivity?